Hello, my crafty friends. It's Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations, and today I am bringing you a full panel shaker card. I am using a used dryer sheet, some pattern paper from my stash, and Googly Eyes to make this card. So I'm going to start by taking this panel of pattern paper, and this is cut down to smaller size because I wasn't sure how big the dryer sheet would allot me to have on each side, but as you can see I had plenty of room. I could have done a regular A2 size panel, but this is like 3 3/4 by 5, I believe. And I'm just taking and putting double-sided adhesive on each side and then folding over the dryer sheet. You've seen me make a full panel shaker many times now, but this gives kind of a cobweb kind of look. I have done this for Christmas cards using dryer sheets, so you could check those out on my channel because they do give a nice snowy effect if you use glitter with them. But I thought this would make a really cool Halloween, fit in with the Halloween theme. So I left the top open, so I'm going to put in some of my Googly Eyes. I have this big bag of them of a variety of sizes, so I was trying to mix them up and get some smaller ones because I didn't want them all to be the large version. So I'll put some back and pick some out, but I'm going to put them in, and if I had been smart, instead of just dumping them in, I would have placed them in so they were upright because I wanted them to stay. Obviously, I didn't want you to see the back of the Googly Eye. I wanted you to be able to, not see the white version. I wanted you to tell that these were eyes. So once I get them in there, I end up having to flip them all around so that you can see them. And there's enough, just enough room that once I do this and close the dryer sheet completely around, they stay where they are. They haven't flipped around when I've, been shaking this around. So that's what I'm doing right now, is just manually moving these over so that they are the way that I want them to be. And then I will take and cover my hand over them so I can flip over the whole thing. And I will put my last piece of double-sided adhesive to close the top of this and trim off any excess dryer sheet that I have and any excess bits that are in the corners. And then I'm going to adhere this to another piece of pattern paper from my stash. This is an orange piece. I've just been pulling these out. I have no rhyme or reason as to even where they're from. I didn't keep any of the packaging for some of these things. I just have them stored in a drawer. I keep all of my pattern paper together, try to keep it by holiday if possible, or kind of design, like I try to keep my rainbow together, that kind of stuff, but otherwise I don't pay much mind to where it comes from, unfortunately. So I will take the double-sided adhesive, it's a little bit larger, and use this on the back because I have found that sometimes getting the backing off of this when it's stuck to the dryer sheet is sometimes a challenge, but I was able to manage it without any issues for this card. And so I'll peel off the backing and get that adhered down to this piece of pattern paper. I did sneak in one smaller size because I couldn't fit an extra one in there. And so I'm adhering the larger piece of pattern paper to my card base, which is an A2 size card base. I still have Halloween projects that are coming up. I know I have started making Christmas videos, but I will still be posting some Halloween videos throughout the month of October. I have some more projects planned. And so instead of putting my sentiment on the front of the card, I was going to put it on the inside. So I'm just taking this Happy Halloween sentiment and I'm going to put it in my Misty and stamp that so that I have a sentiment, but I really didn't want to cover up any of the front or worried about adhering it to the dryer sheet as well. I didn't want it to fall off. So I'm just using some carved pumpkin Distress Oxide to get my sentiment stamped in the center, and I will do that twice just to make sure I have good coverage. And then I will peel off the backing and adhere my panel. And I saved you from watching me struggle to get the backings off. And so once I get that put on the front, that is going to complete today's card. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And as always, I hope that you have a great day.